You can't go on the internet right now without seeing the word Threads everywhere. So what is Threads? It's a new app from Meta and Mark Zuckerberg, the people who make Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, and it's directly competing with Twitter to be the top microblogging platform. And I think it's going to win. Here's why. Threads is not perfect, and I'll mention some concerns in a minute, but it already has over 50 million users that signed up in the first 2 days. And the entire continent of Europe doesn't even have access to the app yet. To put that in perspective, it took Twitter 2 years at launch just to reach 1 million users. And that was a different time, smartphones weren't ubiquitous yet, but it still took way longer than just 48 hours. And more importantly, Threads is just really fun to use right now. So why did Meta choose to launch Threads now? Well, Elon Musk, who acquired Twitter last year, seems to be actively trying to get rid of users. And I'm a longtime Twitter user, I really love it. But for example, Twitter killed third-party apps, which was a vibrant part of its service. They recently set a limit to the amounts of tweets you can see in a day. Not great for a social network. Musk also fired thousands of engineers, so it's been pretty buggy, and no matter how many new features they add, it seems like no one cares. Keep in mind, Elon Musk has never run a social app, while Mark Zuckerberg, who no one really likes but everyone has to admit, knows what he's doing with social networks. Plus, there was already a mass exodus of users trying to find an alternative. Services like Mastodon and Blue Sky tried to take up the mantle, but they're failing in different ways. And many of the people I followed in the tech and podcast space never made it to one of those alternative platforms. But they have already joined Threads. I see you, Albin. From my perspective, Mastodon and Blue Sky will never reach the kind of user base that Thread has gained in just 48 hours. Also, because it's made by Facebook and Instagram, the sign-up process for Threads is super quick. You open the app, you can import everything from your Instagram profile, and you're pretty much good to go. So all those billion Instagram users can jump on Threads very quickly. And that's compared to Blue Sky, which is private and requires an invite right now, and Mastodon, which is kind of confusing and most people are just not going to do it. And a quick note, Mastodon, after many years of existing and a full year head start on the Twitter exodus, still only has 1 million users compared to Thread's 50 million. While there are many things not to like about Facebook and Instagram, like privacy concerns, there's ads all over the place, etc., they're still the biggest platforms on the internet. Facebook still has the most users of any social network at over 3 billion people, and Instagram has over 2 billion. That's billion with a B. Twitter, despite being 15 plus years old, only has 450 million users right now, and many think Threads will surpass that number over the next several months. Plus, Twitter has tried to add so many weird features to entice new and existing users to engage with the platform with no success. Moments, which I really liked, Fleets, which was the Instagram story competitor, Spaces for live audio, super long posts, monetization, and despite all those efforts, nobody cares. Plus, Twitter killed a few good unique features it had, like third-party apps, and limiting their API access hurts so many websites who auto-tweet their news articles and adds content to the platform, which Twitter should be grateful for. From my social graph, it seems the people who left and stopped using Twitter have all gone to Threads. But like I said, it's not perfect. Threads has no DM or private messaging feature. There's no option to only see posts from people you follow. And what are posts on Threads? Are we calling them thneeds? I hope we're calling them thneeds. There's no native GIF support, which is very important. There's no way to view Threads on the desktop. Embedding thneeds is a little weird. There's no polls, and the app is a little buggy. But privacy is a big one for people. If you already used Instagram or Facebook, though, on your phone and had accounts with those networks, you've already accepted whatever lack of privacy Meta requires, so using Threads really changes nothing. Now, if you're a privacy professional and never had an account with Meta, Facebook, or Instagram, I get it. You don't have to use Threads, but you may be missing out on the platform that's going to replace Twitter. Many of the app's shortcomings have been promised to get fixed soon, and if you want the latest updates on how they're improving the service, follow Adam Mosseri. He's the head of Instagram. He's providing all the updates on Threads. I'll link his bio in the video description below. Also, there are no ads on Threads right now, which is a beautiful experience, but that is 100% going to change very soon, so brace yourself. Ads are coming. The biggest hurdle Threads needs to cross in the near future is this. Will it be used as a legitimate news source? The one thing Twitter had going for it was politicians, world leaders, and people in power used Twitter for official announcements. Networks like CNN and other news would literally show pictures of a tweet on screen and list news anchor Twitter handles below their name. It was the one unique use case for the platform that other social networks didn't have. And that category of users is slow to move. But if Threads can position itself as the new up-to-the-minute news platform when it's quoted on national TV, I think it could fully supplant Twitter as the #1 microblogging platform. For now, I'm really enjoying using it. You can follow me there at Steven Robles. The link is in the video description. And if you have a business, brand, or podcast you promote on social media, I think threads should be a big part of your strategy starting today. And so I'm not naive. I get the experience will get worse, ads will flood in, AI bros will be threading the 10 life-changing tips for ChatGPT or whatever, but you can already mute accounts and keywords to Threads credit. So try it out. I'll link the app in the video description below. And before you tap that, don't forget to subscribe.